So, how can transformational equine coaching actually apply and relate to your day to day life? How can it help you? If you're not a horse person or you've never been around horses, maybe you're a little scared of horses, it's hard to imagine how could that be supportive of me? Well, I'm here to tell you that there's so many ways that it can be supportive, but I'm going to give one little example today that I use all the time in my day to day life. And that is this principle that I get from the Carolyn Resnick Liberty Method that's called finding your entry point of connection. So Carolyn Resnick teaches that when we're working with horses, we don't want to work with resistance. We don't want to come with a dominant way of being with a horse. A lot of other horsemanship methods actually do teach a dominant way of being, but that is not aligned in the work that I do as a coach. And so this method teaches that you're never working with resistance and you're finding your entry point of connection if you want to build a relationship with a horse. What does this mean? This means finding something that you can get a yes to with the horse. This requires being present with the horse, being attuned with the horse, and finding what you can get a yes to. And let's say you're working with a horse, building a relationship, and then all of a sudden you get resistance. Well, that principle would say you walk away. You drop the rope. You don't get into a power struggle with the horse. You walk away and you find another entry point of connection. So how does this relate to the human world? Well, I use this all the time as a mother, and my clients who are parents have found this principle to be really helpful. Because if I'm wanting to build a beautiful relationship with my daughter, where she sees me as a mother who's a leader, not a mother who's dominant, I want to use the same principle. And so with her, I want to find my entry point of connection, and I want to not work with resistance. So an example of this might be, my daughter's younger, and let's say she's not wanting to get ready for bed and she's wound up. I could demand, right? That would be trying to face that resistance head on, or I could say, what's my entry point of connection here? And she has a lot of energy, right? So how can I match her energy at first? So I could put on a song that she loves to dance to, and we could dance together to a couple of songs. And then maybe I can start putting on some music that brings her energy down. And that will help her be more willing to follow my, in the horse world, would say my leadership, follow my leadership to help her get ready for bed. So this is just one example of so many of how equine coaching and working with horses can be really helpful and transformational in your human world, to come into your authentic self and also to have harmonious, beautiful, vital relationships with others. I'm going to continue to share more tidbits like this, and in the meantime, I'll leave links below so you can find out more about the equine work I do. In case you're interested in equine sessions, I have a couple equine retreats coming up. And I'm actually working with Carolyn Resnick and Manzant's master of the Liberty Method, helping them to create a new program for equine-assisted professionals like me, to bring Liberty horsemanship to that field. So a lot of exciting stuff. I'll leave all those links below and hope you have some fun with horses soon.